It's Rocky here back with another video. So today I'm going to be talking about everything about season two and what's happened so far. I know it's been like maybe a week since it's been out, maybe less than that, but I'll go over it with you guys. First things first, I'll cut right to the chase. We had a couple patches, shooting and defense. So I know a lot of people have been, sort of upset with how shooting is kind of flippity floppity. You need to shoot with the right stick for rhythm shooting, vice versa. Um, anyways, the patch notes basically came out, and it says that it should be easier to shoot, and that they've kind of higher the percentage that you should be making. So technically, that means that you know if you're open, there's a more likely chance that you'll make it, and not only that, but to of course to balance it out, they've also upgraded defense and buffed it a little bit more, as well as the shooting, so that defense can sort of play a primary role in just kind of, making sure that you stay with your defender, things of that nature. I've already touched on like the steals and stuff like that, the lane steals. A lot of them have been unrealistic, and a lot of people were upset about that. They did update it and everything like that. You can still get passing lane steals. It's just not as overly effective. It's not as buffed as it used to be, where you'd have somebody pass the ball, next thing you know, you'd be jumping out to go get it. But on top of that, defense is better now. You get better perimeter defense, better interior defense, things of that nature. So to me, it's balanced out. Of course, there's gonna be patch notes. Not really, much you can really say about that. As far as gameplay goes, but as far as the gameplay goes, I have played it, noticed the difference and stuff like that. But overall, you know, it still plays the same. You just don't have a whole ton of people getting passing lane steals, and not only that, the defense has been a lot better. I've been able to notice it at least. I guess I should touch on the +1 cap breaker. So I haven't seen a whole lot of people reach the level 40 reward of the +1 cap breakers. Yeah, I still don't know how it works. So I'll give you a quick breakdown. If you have a max on the build you create as a 91 strength, but let's say you only put it to like a 86 strength. Technically, by the time you get those, let's say you get +5 cap breakers, you can add those to your strength to make it 91, because that's what you would be able to get when you were in the builder. That's what have you wouldn't what you would have been able to get during the builder. So technically, this is kind of an overview of it. So I mean, yes, they are effective. Yes, you can get them, but they are kind of deep in the rep rewards. So I mean, you can get them, but also there's a likely chance, unless you're playing with a really good team or people and you guys run daily, maybe you'll be able to hit it. But it's very hard, unless you get the sleeves boost and stuff like that. Even with that, it can still be kind of hard, because the higher you go, the harder it is to level up. I'm pretty sure, because I know for sure, for certain, when you start out at rookie, it's kind of fast, and then as you get to it over time, you know, the pacing, it starts to affect. And then I'll go over affiliations. I know a lot of people were kind of, 50-50 on the whole affiliation boost you get seasonally if, let's say, you chose Rise during the beginning. A lot of people didn't choose Rise. It was kind of like divided, because, of course, you don't know who's going to be on the leaderboards. It could be Rec, it could be, it could be Rise, it could be, Elite. It ended up being Rise, and surprise, surprise, they literally have every single spot on the top 10 leaderboards except for like one. There's one elite player, but a lot of people decided to switch over. A lot of people, I guess, who didn't, kind of just zoom past what would happen if you did that. Your whole rep resets. So let's say, for example, you reach like starter 2 or something like that. You would go all the way back to rookie 1. and next thing you know, you'd have to do everything you already did all over again. So I get that part. You know, you don't want people switching over and stuff like that. The only thing that does, you know, sort of irritating about that is that now you have to now you have to start all the way over and try to get back to where you were before you switched affiliations. I mean, the rep boosts are, you know, they're okay and all that. As far as the sleeves go, you know, seasonal things, fantastic. But for affiliations, I'm not really a huge fan of it just because of the fact that I did choose Elite, and not only that, but I think it's kind of a little bit unfair to the players that did choose Elite and now they don't get a rep boost. I think it was like a 50% rep boost if you've like I think it affects right after you play the game or like maybe as soon as you turn your system on in season two. But yeah, so it seems to be affecting you know a lot of the Rise players like that. None of the elite players because like I said before, we only had one person in the top 10, and it wasn't you know they weren't the first there. I think they were maybe like they were seventh on the leaderboard. But yeah, I mean overall, it's you know it's affiliations. You don't really know who's gonna be on there until like mid season one, where you're like, okay, there's a huge amount of Rise players on there. I think what a lot of people did was probably chose a lead at the beginning, probably got to maybe rookie two, and then were like, oh crap, um, I gotta go hurry up and switch affiliations because everyone on Rise is on the leaderboards. But anyways, y'all, uh, that's pretty much what I got for y'all today. You guys like the video, let me know. And then until next time, see you guys.